2023 elections. G5 Governor Ortom inaugurates Peter Obi campaign team in Benue State. Wow, so Ortom is still on his path to ensure that his support for Peter Obi is unequaled and is sustained. This is very lovely, right? Last time he swore that he will never vote for or support the Fulani government, having seen what the Fulanis have done to Benue people in the past 8 years, and declared his support for Peter Obi. He's one of the G5 governors, the aggrieved PDP governors led by Governor Nyesom Wike against Atiku and against the PDP chairman, Iyorchia Ayu. So, to reiterate his support for Peter Obi, Ortom has gone ahead to inaugurate the Peter Obi's campaign team in Benue State. This is very good. Let's see what he has to say more. Ahead of the 2023 elections, Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom has reportedly inaugurated a campaign team for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, in Benue. Politics Nigeria reports that according to an associate of the governor who pleaded anonymity, while Ortom had not openly endorsed a particular candidate, he had called on his foot soldiers to embrace Obi. Of course, they are trying to do the thing with sense now. All the G5 governors know that supporting Peter Obi is the key thing, but they are trying to play with sense so it will not look like they are still under PDP and getting involved in anti-party activities. That is it. Last time they met in London to decide on who to support, they were torn apart by varying decisions because while Ortom and some Southeast governors are supporting Peter Obi, we have Makinde trying to support Tinubu from the Yoruba extraction, while Wike tried to be neutral and then worked out on them. But I think that has still not been resolved. Okay, but whether they like it or not, each of the governors among the G5 governor team have their own candidates. Okay, so Governor Ortom has already inaugurated an Obi team using his most trusted aides and allies. Punch quotes the sources as saying, former governorship aspirant Professor Dennis Tiavia is chairman of the group. He was commissioner for education under Ortom before he stepped down to contest the governorship election. The G5 governors Ortom, Nyesom Wike, Okezie Ikpeazu, Ifeanyi Ogwuanyi, and Seyi Makinde of Benue, Rivers, Abia, Enugu, Oyo states respectively have renounced their membership of the PDP, People Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council in September 2022, demanding, among others, the resignation of the party's national chairman, Iyorchia Ayu, to pave the way for a Southern successor. Wow. So that is the brief summary of the G5 governors and their anger because of the injustice in PDP. They've decided not to support Atiku's presidential ambition and also demand that PDP should force Iyorchia Ayu to resign and let somebody from the certain extraction become the chairman of the party, because the party cannot produce both the chairman and the presidential flag bearer from the same region of the country. Okay, so but right now, Ortom has indirectly inaugurated Peter Obi Labour Party presidential campaign program in Benue State. So he's going ahead, meaning that Ortom is not influenced by Wike's decision. Even though Wike is the leader of the G5 governors, Ortom is still standing his ground as a man. Okay, that is actually very, very good. Even though some people have called on G5 governors to either adopt Peter Obi and Labour Party or be in shame forever. Right now, they have not come out to say who they want to support, but unfortunately, Wike is still floating. Wike has talked so much, has become a rebel in PDP, simply because the emergence of Atiku as the flag bearer actually frustrated his effort as well, because he wanted to be the flag bearer from the southern extraction, while Iyorchia Ayu from northern extraction can continue to be the party chairman. But that failed because Atiku played a smarter politics with the Northerners, and then that effort was sabotaged with Atiku appearing or emerging as the presidential flag bearer. Now, wow, so Tom is still standing his ground, supporting Peter Obi and Labour Party. That even though the presidency should come to the south this time around, it should be to the southeast and not south-south. South-south have had their turn with Jonathan. South-west have had their turn with Obasanjo, and even with Oshibanjo as the vice presidential candidate under Buhari as well. So the North have had a lot of their time in the past, both with Yaradua and now with Buhari. So it should go to the southeast. And that is what equity means, right? So we've got a few comments here. Let me see what someone has to say about these measures. Someone say Wike is a weakling. He is supporting Tinubu, but he is not bold enough to say it. Although his gragra ends up in his support of a very unpopular candidate, a rottenly corrupt drug baron. You see? So actually, the handwriting on the wall around Wike is that he's supporting Tinubu, but he's not able to force the rest G5 governors to support Tinubu. That's where the issue is. It's only Seyi Makinde of Oyo State that is actually supporting Tinubu. Okay, so Wike is also in that line, thinking that that is what he wants, but then the other governors are supporting Peter Obi straight up. He cannot stop them, and that is part of what Ortom has just proven to everybody, including the G5 governors, that he is standing behind Peter Obi and Labour Party. Now, wow. So, somebody said, how can a whole governor is doing such act who said he is not afraid of anybody? Why not come out and express your will? Shame on all of you, and very soon you'll be disgraced. Can you imagine? So because Ortom did not come out publicly to stand and say, I support Peter Obi, but he used his people to go and do that on his behalf. It doesn't mean he has done it, he has done it. He has made his position known. Everybody knows him. The person that went to inaugurate that campaign team for Peter Obi is a member of Ortom's team, was assigned by Ortom, delegated by Ortom, and represented Ortom in that meeting. So it automatically is Ortom that has done it. It's Ortom that has done it. So that is the position of Ortom as far as we know. He is supporting Peter Obi all the way. Atiku is, Wike is there, still fighting Atiku, still remaining neutral, but handwriting around him shows he's supporting Tinubu, but very unpopular, and it's going to be the end of his political career because Tinubu is becoming unpopular by the day. Nobody wants him. So Wike need to tread carefully here to be sure that he's not going to put himself in a position where the public will lash on him. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.